Yeah, baby, I've been told, doing this until I can't no more. Working till I'm on the floor. I've been telling pain to close the door. Baby, I've been told.
Yo guys, what's up? Today, David has been arrested. Alright, when you see this video, it's only been like 2 days. But for the point is, David's been arrested, and Chapman Ross just posted a video about it. So let's go, really. Let's just go, bro.
It is not a drill. It has finally happened. Justice is here.
Yeah.
David has been arrested for the murder of Celeste. It's official.
And I know Steve Fisher, who's been the investigator of this, is popping bottles right now. He getting lit. He's like, let's go. But obviously, it's just a start. Like, it's just a start of this whole case, basically. But I'm just saying, right now, he popping bottles with his family and shit. He's like, let's go. But yeah, it's just a start. It's just started this case. So we'll see how far it goes. We'll see if they actually arrest David. And I have some things to talk about because I did peep something when he got arrested and what they said, the reason why they arrested him for.
True. I could not believe. I wasn't sure if it was really a thing, but it is true, people. Singer David has officially been arrested in connection with the murder of Celeste Rivas Hernandez. Man, says David, according to the LAPD, David has been arrested in connection with the murder of a teenager whose decomposing body was found in the trunk of a Tesla registered to the singer. It took months. Literally. It took months. He is being held without bail.
They have no excuse. LAPD have no excuse not to have a tight case because they took months. They don't have an excuse. You feel me? But other times and other, you know what I'm saying? I'd be like, you know what? We'll give them the benefit of the doubt. Maybe things were happening and, you know, it is what it is. Things happen. That's life. They don't have an excuse. They don't have an excuse to mess this case up. They don't have an excuse. So we'll see.
Finally happened, people. Sources told ABC News the arrest is based on evidence and probable cause that was developed. It was not an indictment. It is an arrest for murder. And the police says the case will be presented to the district attorney's office in Los Angeles Monday for a filing consideration. We got him, folks. We got him. Finally, everybody had been absolutely baffled why on earth it is taking the LAPD months. The body was found in mid-September. It's
literally. And now it's what? Almost May. We're in mid-April to end April. So it's crazy work, really. It really is crazy work. And I find it very it's just weird to me because how long does it take to arrest someone that had all this evidence on him? Yeah, I heard, because I've been watching this case since it started, right? I've been watching it in this very room since it started. I didn't make videos on it because I felt at the time he didn't get arrested, and also I didn't have a channel as well. But he didn't get arrested yet, so I won't just say stuff until I know he's been arrested. Then I'll make a video and then I can talk about it and, you know, say my thoughts. And now that he's been arrested, oh my days. Oh my days. It's crazy to me. It's crazy. Because think about it. This guy, David, has probably been sitting there chilling in his house. He's been chilling for 7 months. Just relaxing. I don't even know what he was doing. So
it's now mid-April. What a joke. Now, I did previously say that I wonder if they was going to arrest him around the date that the alleged murder might have happened. It's April the 16th, 2026 right now. I wonder if we're going to find out later on that perhaps it's possible that maybe the murder was actually happening.
Chapman Ross has a cold chain. Where did he get this chain? It says trap and it says law. Bro, you got the chain on today. Jeez.
Had actually taken place. A lot of people theorized it was around April. 420 had actually been put forward by a lot of people, but it is official, people. David has finally been arrested, and we can sleep safe once again to know that this disgusting, depraved scumbag allegedly is finally off the streets.
It is funny that he still said allegedly. Nigga been arrested, and people have to you still have to say allegedly because we ain't trying to catch lawsuits.
He will never be able to hurt another little girl, allegedly. All right, in our opinion, it is crazy. So let's react to the full news report, and then I'll give you some of the reaction over on Reddit, man. But we finally got him, man. Excellent. Not excellent police work, 'cause it took you 7 months. But at least police work nonetheless.
Major breaking news now. Detectives from the Los Angeles Police Department Robbery Homicide Division have arrested singer David Burke for the murder of Celeste Rivas. Burke is being held without bail. The case will be presented to the DA's office on Monday for filing consideration. You may remember, and we've been reporting, Rivas's body was found in the trunk of David's car in September of last year. She was only 14 years old. Again, this breaking news just into our newsroom. We're working to get more information, and we'll continue to follow this story.
We do want to go ahead and bring in now ABC's Alex Stone on the phone to speak more about this case. Alex, you've been following this from the very beginning. What can you tell us as far as this breaking information goes this afternoon?
Well, Mark and Michelle, sources are telling us that this is based off of evidence that the LAPD was able to gather and put together and now is going to be presenting to the LA County DA.
And with the evidence, I wonder what the evidence is, because if you have been checking on this case, you would have seen they've had so many of the people around David testify. David's manager, David's best friend also testified. And what confuses me about this thing is, if you had evidence, you wouldn't have to use the snitching tactic, which is what they're doing. When you ever see a case where they get the best friend snitching, they get the parents snitching, they get the manager snitching, that means they don't have shit. Basically, they have nothing. So they're basically now depending on people like Neo to snitch, basically. Because if they don't snitch, David don't go to jail. That's how that normally works. That's why I'm very confused on why they got a bunch of people. Because the reason why I'm saying this, because it could mean that the case is basically fried. if they're depending on Neo to snitch, depending on all the other people to snitch, if they don't snitch, what's gonna happen? And if they do snitch, still doesn't mean anything. That's the difference. Because snitching, right, only works if there's evidence to back it up, right? If you just snitch and go, hey, yeah, David definitely did it. I saw him do it with my own 2 eyes. Right? Let's say David's lawyer goes, prove it. Because word of mouth isn't evidence. He say, she say isn't evidence. You feel me? So, I'm just thinking. I study law, and I'm also a musician. This is my second channel, by the way. I'm a musician, right? Go sub to my music channel if you want to listen to some banging R&B tunes and just tunes in general. Banging tunes in general. Go subscribe. But like I was saying, I'm a musician. I also study law. So when I'm listening to this case, I'm analyzing it in a different perspective. So when I'm seeing this, I'm thinking, because basically, if you haven't heard, he got arrested for the sake of being arrested, essentially. He hasn't been indicted, hasn't been charged with anything. They arrested, bruh, for the sake of arresting, bruh, so they don't look terrible, basically. That's why I think LAPD did it. They were feeling loads of pressure. Because before they arrested David, Steve was pressing them. Big man Steve, yeah, he was there like, hey, why ain't David arrested yet? It's been so long, bruh. So long, they arrested his brother. We found his dead body in his car and still he ain't been arrested yet. That's what Steve was basically saying, right? And 3 hours later, literally the fun of meme, they go arrest him. You can't make that shit up, bro. You can't make that shit up. But anyway, they did arrest him, which I'm happy about. But I feel like they did it as like a publicity stunt. I don't know if they have anything on David. I know they have like Neo's testimony. His parents apparently are still fighting to testify. I don't think they want to testify either. So we don't know exactly what's happening.
For a filing decision on Monday. This was not from any kind of indictment. We know that the case had gone to a grand jury.
See what I just said? He's not been indicted with nothing. He ain't been charged with nothing. That's what I'm confused about. He's been charged with nothing. And that scares me. That scares me, bro. Because that means they got until Monday to get this shit sorted. If they don't do it by Monday, guess what? Small man David, alright. Let me show you how small he really is. And it's funny because we're the same height, but fuck him. Small man David, yeah? Right? Small man David is gonna be walking out of jail like this, bro. Man. And I have a feeling he's about to go home free. I have that feeling. Let's hope I'm wrong, but I have a feeling he's about to go home free. He about to be chilling, bro. Let's continue.
There might be an indictment coming sometime soon. We were thinking in the last couple of months, or in the next few weeks. This was not from that. We are told that this is evidence that they have been compiling going back to when her body was found last September, that now they have reached a point where they believe they have probable cause, and it's gone to the DA.
All right. And so a lot of people wondering, you know, so many things seem to point to him. Why did it take them this long to make the arrest? We know they're pretty methodical about how they...
Because this is the LAPD masterclass. I always call it the LAPD masterclass. When LAPD mess up or do some stupid stuff, I always call it the LAPD masterclass. You know, the LAPD signature type shit. Only they can mess something like this up. So we'll see. A part of me feels like they're going to mess this up and David's going to walk home on Monday, right? But we'll see. We'll see what the LAPD do. Because knowing the LAPD, only they can mess something up like this. And you got to realize, David got big boy lawyers, bro. He has access to a lot of money. And that means he can buy loads of lawyers if he really wants to, right? He's got 3 so far. That can go before the case. If it gets to trial, he can get 3 more. So you never really know. And if he goes home, this will be worse than OJ. At least OJ did the trial. This nigga, he won't do the trial. Oh God, LAPD, don't mess this up, bro.
do things,
guys.
but...
Yeah, it's a good
And the reason I'm
question.
saying this,
One of the things that they were waiting on, Mark,
I'm sorry for pausing loads, but the reason I'm saying this is because they said they haven't indicted or charged David. They just arrested him for the sake of it. Which tells me they tried to indict him. They went to the court, tried to indict him, and it was rejected. That's what that tells me. It was rejected because there was not enough evidence. And if that's the case, David's going home on Monday. And I hope not. But the way it's looking, he going home on Monday. We'll see.
The cause of death. And there was difficulty reaching that cause of death, not to get too graphic, but her body was in multiple parts. It was in, we know from court documents, 2 different body bags in the front trunk of that Tesla when her body was found. So it was difficult.
And they don't know how she died. And they're trying to investigate how she died. Her body was in 2 different bags because it was chopped up. But you guys are wondering if it's murder or not. These guys are disabled. Respectfully, to all my disabled people, you guys are more able than them at this point. Because what? It won't even take 2 eyes to look at this and be like, definitely murder. What, the Celeste just, die and just chop herself up and put herself in the car? Like, let's use our brains here, bro. Let's use our brains here. Come on, bro. LAPD, only you can do something like this, bro. Only you can do something like this. You guys have a special brand of stupidity that is unexplainable. I tell you, bro. Bro.
For the medical examiner to determine the cause of death. So they had to prove or be able to show to the DA that she was murdered, that it wasn't something else where, let's say that she overdosed.
Overdosed and cut her body up in pieces and put it in the trunk, huh? What kind of stupidity am I listening to? It's annoying me because I'm like, nah, I see my audio's going too loud now, but I don't care. Let it sound trash. I don't care. What do you mean? It could have been something else. She could have overdosed. Yeah, but overdosing doesn't cut your body up in pieces, does it? You feel me? That's not how overdosing works. You don't just overdose and go, you feel me? No, that's not how it works. Whoever's talking is absolutely brain dead, respectfully, because it's, man, it is terrible, because I know David finna walk home. David's about to walk home. He's about to walk home. Alright, peace of this, man. That's what I'm gonna say. If you like me rambling on this video, please subscribe, click the like button, and I'll see you in the next video. David's in jail. I just hope the LAPD don't mess this up. I hope it don't become OJ Simpson Part 2. That's all I'm saying. Bye-bye.